Gonna wait till some people come in. It's kind of cold in here, but like I live this old building, so it's the radiators, and I, those radiators really heat up, but it's gonna make noise. I'm gonna bang as it's heating up, so I'm gonna wait till I get off of here. I'm sitting right by the window here, but it's so beautiful. Here, let me just turn around so you can see the snowfall, so you can see what I see. Let me see. You can see. Probably can't really see. I don't know if it's clear enough for you, but I live like it's 1,000 apartment buildings right behind me, which I really love. Love it. Love that. Love that city feel, that metro city feel. I don't know how metropolitan Cleveland is, you know, compared to like New York, Chicago, DC. But it's got it. It's got that feeling here in some places. But I'll go ahead and finish what I was saying. Hopefully, people will find their way in. But it cut off before. I don't know. You know, my lights flickering, stuff goes off here. You know, these people. That's what they do. But anyway, so I was finishing off from the video. What I was saying was that the lady I was talking to, when I shared with her some of what I mean, the stuff that this woman told me raised me. That lady looked at me. She was like, mm-mm. She said, I don't know about that. And I just looked at her. She said, that just sounds so negative to me. You know, she said, that's so negative. And she said, that's not, in other words, she was like, that's not wise counsel. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? You probably are right. Given this, I didn't tell her, you know, all of this stuff. But given the situation, I said, you're probably right. I'm thinking, you know, she's probably right. That lady probably was telling you all kind of stuff that you thought was wise counsel. I mean, some of it was, I believe, but it's like probably a lot of it wasn't. Probably a lot of stuff was said to you to sabotage you. I'm hearing like to get you to quit, you know, but it's like, get you to quit what? You know, it's like life, living, okay, being yourself, being who you are. You know what I mean? I feel like trying to find the best for yourself, trying to find the best life for yourself, whatever she could do to get you to quit, you know. And it's so interesting. I did a Capricorn reading on my other channel. If you're Capricorn, check it out. That I really felt that my sibling is a Capricorn. I'm not saying that was him, but during the reading, I said this sound like them too. You know, lady who raised me and my father. You know, because I mean, you still at it. It's just like give it up. You know what I'm saying? Vows people make, to entities, groups, secret societies, covens, or just feeling like, you ain't gonna be this and you ain't gonna, just trying to control you. It's just really disgusting. Like, I don't want to sound like hateful or anything like that, but it's just like when I think about how this woman continues to harass me and stalk me, like I'm gonna tell you the last dream that I had. It's like you just like, what can be said for you? You know, what can be said for you? It's like after a while, you know, berating a person, or I don't even know if I call it that, but just speaking the truth about who and what you are, and they continue on. It's just like, you're possessed, you're obsessed, and it's just like, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. So anyway, in that dream that I had with the whole school theme and the quitting of the doctoral program and all of that kind of stuff, it's like I was like, oh, that's probably, they throw their projections and all of that. And now I look back, it's like so much of that stuff was done to me to make me feel guilty about things, about being myself. Okay. One thing my dad used to say to me, he's like, you're so artsy, you're so, artsy fartsy, you're so free spirited and blah, blah. And it's like I used to just feel like, I wish my dad would have stayed in the home. This is before I knew all this shit. I wish my dad would have stayed in the home because I felt like I would have been understood. And I felt like this lady who raised me, who I was thinking was my mother, birth mother, just didn't understand me. I didn't feel so much that she just didn't like me. I felt like she just didn't understand me. And was trying to, in a subtle way, though she would say that she wasn't doing that. Of course, I mean, she's probably telling people now, and Nikki, something wrong with it. She ain't telling the truth. That's what people do. Um, it just, I just feel like these, I don't know, just whatever. I just felt like I felt like I thought my dad was more understood me more, my energy, just being a free spirited person. So I did a lot of things, that because I was, like I said, I was driving the other day and I was thinking about that dream and I was like, ain't no way in hell. I was like, that whole, I'm glad I went to seminary. I'm glad, boy, I'm glad I went, but not for the reasons that I thought back then. I'm glad that I did get an understanding and was able to teach religious studies, from going to seminary and getting a knowledge about these various religions. I mean, I could have got it on my own, but I'm just glad that's the track that I went on, because but again, I looked, I was like, in no way in hell I would have been able to, uh, and will say, live under that kind of regime, you know, um, working in those, like those institutions. I'm thinking of the not the hermit card, the hierophant, those, traditional institutions. I just, it's too much. Like I said, putting you in a box, too much control in those environments. For me, I'm not. I'm saying for me, I'm not putting them down saying they're wrong and we got to dismantle them. I'm not saying it, because once human beings dismantle one thing, they're gonna replace it. This is what human beings do. They're going, a lot of these religions, now, like when I studied Hindu and they said it's so old, they can't find its origins or anything. But some of these other religions, they didn't always exist, you know. Uh, some of them, like Christianity, knew a new movement. Buddhism, it was a new movement at some point in time. So once you remove something, human beings are going to replace it with something else, and it may happen over a period of time, but you just see that historically. It's just history. But anyway, and I woke up thinking, I don't feel, you can keep your projections. I don't feel guilty about any of it. I don't feel bad about any of it. I'm so thankful. Matter of fact. Um, I just don't, this church thing that you all keep throwing this way. I don't know if you, because sometimes I listen to various readers and these people doing all this black magic and evil shit to people, but they're religified. They're religious, or some of them, they don't like that you're spiritual, so They gang stalk you, harass you spiritually, try to destroy your whole life and whole world because you're not following their religion. If that don't make if that doesn't make 1 ounce of sense, I mean, because ounce versus talking about what the religion teaches, it don't teach you to do that, Miss Ma'am, or the rest of you all who are doing that to people. That is insane. I mean, you talk about hypocrites. It doesn't teach that, you know. Um, well, some religions, these things were forced on nations of people, okay? But usually for political reasons, not hardly nothing religious. Follow our God. Well, it's political. You understand what I'm saying? Not, oh, you've had a change of heart. You believe the way we believe because it's just been a change in your heart and your spirit and your mind, your soul and your being. No, it's, you're gonna do what we say. You're going to be culturally what we are, so that we can come over and rule your shit. That's what that is. And y'all doing the same shit, but you're not gonna do it over here. So anyway, I just thought it was interesting that those people were that I saw those women that I went to school with in the dream. So the last one I had was this last night or this morning, whatever. And here this woman is, okay, all kind of shit, just paper, just picking up and just flying up out of my box. Window ain't open or nothing. Light flickering. Uh, my live stream stop, please. Okay, moving on. Anyway, she shows herself in the dream, and she says to me, she tries to tell me in this dream that some man did something to me when I was a child because of, and I'm listening to her, and she said, because of your, he realized and recognized your independent thinking, and he did something to you. And I was just like looking at her like, well, what? So she goes into this garage, and something says to me, don't go in that garage. The garage door was like painted black, but it had like scribbling all over it, like words or something that I couldn't read. And the garage door open. I said, don't go in there. And I started to at one point walk in there, but that's when I woke up. Okay. It's like always, be on P's and Q's, but sometimes, things happen in these dreams, but thank God, for God and whoever works with you and walks with you and whatnot, to wake you up out of it. And I'm just like, not, so what you have so desperately lowered yourself to do is to try to implant some kind of trauma in me. Okay, let's see if that's what was being done. Okay, what is yes? Okay, I know some people like that damn pendulum she used. Stop. What is no? Okay. All right. And I will say, I talked about using pendulum. I did a video on that. I think that was the last video I did before this one. Always still, people talk about cleansing your tools and whatnot, pray over them and or whatever you do, okay, to make sure it's cleansed of these people's nasty negative energies and the work they'll try to do on it for you to get incorrect answers, okay? Okay. That dream I had this morning with this woman who raised me, she was doing dream infiltration on me. That was a question. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. Stop, please. Was she trying to implant some kind of trauma in my mind here through that dream? Okay. All right. Okay. Something that did, whatever she was trying to plant in my mind, was it something, how can I ask this? Was it, okay. Was she trying to plant an event in my mind that of something happening in my life that did not happen? I'll put it like that to me. Okay. I mean, lady, you're sick. The only thing I could think of probably be some kind of molestation or something like that. Thank you. Stop, please. Okay. Was that what she was trying to plant? Some kind of event where I was molested or something like that? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Stop, please. And this is something that did not occur. in my life. Again, before it could even be shown or stated to me, whatever, I woke up. I mean, man, and then you want to try to come with your stuff to try to stop my live stream or whatever, and for me to talk about it. I mean, y'all have lost y'all's mind. I mean, y'all have really lost your minds. Now, I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. Okay. Whatever this event that she was trying to plant in my mind, was it something that actually occurred in her life? Okay. That would enable you to tell me all kind of the details. But that's something that you need to go work out. Okay. And get help for. I told this woman years ago that she needed to get some kind of therapy. Years ago. And finally one day said, you might be right. I know. Okay. And all of this is just simply about money. Money. Okay. And control. To try to control me. That's a question. And to try to control me, I'll say it like that. Okay. But ain't God good? Woke up right on time. But even if I didn't, it's like, I know that ain't happened to me. Okay. Now, I changed my phone number, which I wasn't going to do, but I finally, this was a while ago, maybe November. Okay. So I changed my phone number, and I think it was November. Okay. It's very, very, very few people that I gave my new phone number to. Very few. Okay. Did any of the people that I gave my new phone number to, do any of them talk to any of these people I talk about here who grouped up to try to destroy me? So I don't know, they might. No. So it shouldn't be nobody calling me from numbers that's not saved in my phone. It shouldn't. Okay. But somebody been calling me steadily. I think they stopped yesterday. Okay. The number that I'm thinking of that was calling me that I have no idea who it was. Okay. So one of these people in this group who was trying to destroy me. Mm-hmm. So you have looked me up. Okay. So what this person did was actually case the sky on the internet, look me up, or however you do it, to find my new phone number. Was it Philippe? Was scoured that and got my new phone number, calling me from that number. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a big swing. Don't don't call me no more. Then another number called right after that one. The last time they called and I wouldn't answer, was that one of his friends, one of Philippe's friends. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you see, these people, this is what they stalking. That's called stalking. That's called stalking. That follows. Am I right about it? They leave no message or nothing. You're stalking. Here go a new phone number, y'all. All right. Okay, and one more thing in my adventures for the week. That person that came through last night on my psychic app was that this girl Carmen here that's part of this group trying to destroy me. You made your stuff so obvious that it was you. Look at that big old swing. Okay. Came through, did a video. I'm not going to show my face. Had a white girl talking. Talking about, I'm African American. No, obviously you're not. But if you were, why do you feel the need to tell me that you are? It's not important. It's not relevant to the reading. Okay. And then you put the person's name, whoever it is that you're dealing with, talking about it's Jasmine with a capital Z. It doesn't even matter. And I said, okay, this is Carmen. I think your last name is Gray. I don't know, you got married or something. Okay. Okay. Am I understanding this correctly? Okay. I feel like, I mean, obviously you wanted me to know it was you. Okay. I don't know if you're going to lose your job or something like that. Okay. Is she about to lose her job, Carmen? Okay. All right. Because like I said, back, you've been wanting a reading from me ever since you discovered I was doing them. Okay. Go to Zarita. She has tarot cards. Okay. Or any of the other little people who decide in your group who decided y'all was going to follow me and be like me and be better than me. Okay. That's a big old swing. Okay. You're about to lose it. You're about to lose your job. Okay. Stop playing. But I don't mean to stop playing with me. Whatever that shit was about, stop playing. It's like you don't take your life seriously. Okay. Besides somebody else's. Okay. You don't take your life seriously. You don't take your work seriously. You don't take what you're doing seriously. Okay. It's all a joke to you. This is what I'm hearing. Okay. It's all a joke to you. You think everything is play. Very immature energy. Let me see. But that's what, yeah. You are about to lose your job. Your work. I'm hearing steady income. Okay. Well, you are about to lose your fucking job. Okay. For following up behind this one right here, Bleeding Z, you're about to lose your work. I'm hearing workforce. Okay. It's not going to come into you. And I would not doubt that white woman that you had come in there is going to betray you and backstab you. Was that a white woman on that video last night? That you got to help you. Okay. Right. Is that white woman about to betray her? So you all like to betray people. You're about to be betrayed. That white woman is about to set you up. Okay. Cost you, I'm hearing, cost you your job, cost you your life, like your wherewithal. Okay. Yeah, she backing behind scheming. Okay. And possibly with somebody, maybe whoever this supervisor is you were talking about, whoever reported to somebody, whatever that shit was. Okay. I just heard it. She's going to take your job and your homestead from you. Okay. You're about to be without and lack. Okay. I don't know why you thought that everything was good for you and she was going to accept you and do some dirty work for you. Once again, you're about to lose your work, your job, your wherewithal. I'm hearing you're going to have nothing. Okay, I'm hearing this woman is going to stand in the stead, okay, and I'm hearing like make fun of you, charge you, okay, with something, okay, demean you, clown on you. I'm hearing clock you or something like that, okay, ruin you, do you in. So she might even do something to ruin your reputation, okay, in with your job shit, okay. She got a group of people. It's a group, just like y'all had a group to tear me down. There's a group here, okay, that are working, okay, to do this to you. Okay, and you're going to be without, I'm here, without work, without your wherewithal. Okay, without what you need. She is not a friend. She's not your friend. You enlisting her to do this type of shit. Okay, whatever. You didn't want to talk, so we didn't know your voice and all of that kind of stuff. But you put your name there, you put the Z there because you want me to know, even though you don't want me to know. Okay, at the same time, all right. And you enlisted this woman to do. If you enlisted her to do that, I don't know what really is going on with that. Okay, but I can tell you one thing: she's not your buddy, she's not your friend, she's not your pal. She don't give a shit about you. I don't know. Do you have a position that she wants? Okay, let me see. Yeah, she want to unask it from you. Take it from you, okay? Does she, Carmen, have a position that this white woman wants that she enlisted last night? Okay. She's going to take your position. She's gonna take your position. And she, whatever little sneaky shit that you think that she's helping you to do, okay, she's going to let it be known. And of course, she's gonna act like she ain't had nothing to do with it, because that's what folks will do. Okay. Anything else Miss Carmen needs to know about this? Okay. And if that was you, okay, if that was actually you, you were wrong. Okay. I tried to read that to the best of my ability, okay, because I knew it was some bullshit in the mix. I knew you weren't telling it all, okay? Because when people lie, they over-explain. That's one thing sometimes people do, over-explain. And you sent me about, you and that white woman sent me about 5 or 6 more texts, okay, for a 3-minute video. I was just like, what is this? Bing, 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 bing. Okay, all of this over explaining. I said, well, it's obviously, bullshit in the mix here. Okay. So all that over explaining, okay, I'm hearing over analyzing, okay, trying to make something fit that didn't fit. Okay, but you were the one in the wrong. Okay, and she's gonna make sure of it. I feel like she's gonna make sure that it's known what you did. Okay, this is gonna be sitting here and fucking regret. You're gonna come right back to the app. Right back to the app. Help me, please. Read this for me. Okay, that's where you're going to be. Just like y'all was trying to do me, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be heartbroken. Okay, she's going to take from you. Okay, what you think belongs to you, and maybe see what you think belongs to you, and maybe something that you have actually worked for, just like I did. Y'all was saying I wasn't working for shit. That was paying you well. Okay, you about to lose it. Anything else Miss Carmen needs to know? Okay. You sitting there with your eyes bug open, or you going to be? Okay, everything here is about money. Okay, but she don't take it. See, you took a foolish risk in many ways. You did not guard yourself, like I said at the beginning of my first live stream today, which you needed to do. See, yeah, this shit is coming to an end. She's gonna take it, and she's gonna pretend like she don't even know you, like that. Okay, all she is I don't know. Maybe this what she gonna be. See, I don't know if she's single. Okay. I'm here. She's got her life together, though. Okay. Something you refuse to walk away from. You keep playing. That's what I'm saying. You keep playing. You think everything's a game. Everything, ha, ha, yeah, fun, yeah. Very immature. Lacking, I'm hearing immaturity. Okay. You like to play it. Play too many games. Okay. And that's where you're going to sit. Okay. Without and in lack. Anything else? Okay. No balance here. No give and take. It's going to be all hers. She's not going to help you. If you get into any kind of serious trouble here concerning your job, she's not going to help you. And neither is this motherfucker who y'all were so dead set on. We got to worship him and do what he say, being in his double energy. Okay. All right. That's it for that. I'm pretty sure nothing else needs to be said about that. Okay. All right. That's it. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me see. Do I need to do a reading about Miss Lewis and her weird ass dreams that she sent me last night? Okay, I feel like no. Okay. Now for my other channel, I'm going to have some more videos up. Okay. Soon. Once again, thank you to you all who have subscribed. Okay, go ahead and, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. This channel, that channel. Okay. Okay, I feel like that's it. All right, so you all, let me see. You all have favor. Peace.